Hey guys, 3 in the morning, haven't had any sleep for literally 24 hours now, but the new episode of Bleach came out, so who has time for sleep? This is my review slash reaction, well my reaction slash review to Bleach Chapter 682, and if you didn't know, Bleach is ending soon, but apparently not as soon as a few people thought. A few people thought they only had like 3 or 4 chapters left, but it apparently has more than that, but we'll see. Hopefully now, because this is going into the final fight. Okay, so getting to the first page, we have Jua Bark, and he has gone through the portal now, so by the looks of it, he's in the Soul Society. He says, "You're a sight for sore eyes. I never would have imagined that I would cross paths with you again in the Soul Society." I'm guessing this is going to be either Aizen now, or someone he thought he killed. Hopefully it's going to be the Captain Commander, but we kind of know what happened to him. So my guess is on Aizen, so let's turn the page and find out. Yep, it is Aizen, but the first thing you notice, there's no restraints on him at all. It looks like he's been waiting there. He says, "I'd like to welcome you to my Soul Society." It's a bit of a thing there where he says, "in my Soul Society," so is Aizen actually going to go against him? Is he going to help him, then betray him? Because by the looks of it, Aizen just wants to get the Soul Society back and take it for himself. Jubok smiles. Go on to the next page then, the two sides world end. Let's have a look at this. We have Ishida, no Ishida, I forgot his name, yeah, Urio. And he's running, he says who's there, and getting shot by a, that doesn't look like a Quincy arrow, so someone fires at him, but it's not a Quincy arrow by the seams of it. Let's see what it is in the next page. Overlooks I was wrong, there was a Quincy arrow. Two people say take it with you, and it's his dad and Ichigo's dad. He just fired that. Guessing this is going to be something to take out Jurobok. Hopefully it's not going to be something cheesy like he hits this with him and Jurobok loses all his power. Aojin and Kurosaka's father, what are you doing here? It's simple, I came to deliver that arrowhead, take it with you. The design on this arrowhead looks pretty cool. It looks like a normal arrowhead, but it looks like it's got kind of a flame pattern on the metal, or whatever that is. Okay, so Urio's father says, when Oswald uses this upon a Quincy, a silver blood clot is created in their heart and they die. So they shoot this, it pretty much makes a blood clot that turns to silver by the sounds of it. It obviously takes time then to go to their heart and die. I can see this backfiring. If he shoots him with it, he could just literally stab himself, get the blood clot out, or the silver ball, I'm guessing it is, out, and then that's going to be quite easy to defend against, especially if he can see the future. Oh well, looks like I just read that wrong. He says when someone French used a technique on a Quincy and it turned to a blood clot and they died, and he used that silver to pretty much forge his arrowhead. Then he turned the page, he says you are the one that should shoot this for should shoot this arrow. He pretty much picks it up, then it is like a little tiny arrowhead then. It's not massive, it's nothing big, it's just like a silver arrowhead. And the next panel we see Renji, I'm guessing that's Ichigo by the seams of that sword, running, and Ichigo falls over by the seams of it, so even though Urahime healed him, she didn't heal him to 100% by the seams of it, and he just fell over. Let's turn to the next page and see what happened. Okay, yeah, so Ichigo pretty much collapsed, but looks like he's getting back up, and Renji says, you gonna be able to manage Ichigo? She goes, yeah, my bad, I'm good. Renji helps him up, looks like, come on, get your ass up. Renji, you sure tagging along was a good idea? What the hell are you he's pretty much saying to Renji, you sure it's a good idea? You tagging along even though he's the one who just collapsed? Those words of yours, both you and Rukia would have been better hanging back, and Renji is pretty much headbutts him. He's like, even though he faints in this page, he's like, oh yeah, Renji, you sure it's a good idea you tagging along? Even though I was the one who just fainted. So then Renji turns around and just headbutts him. Good old Renji. Overlooks her as well. Renji's just punching him. He's like, alright, I get it, you don't have to keep on smacking me around. He goes to punch him, Ichigo stops it. He says, no, it's just me and you. Since it's just me and you here, I'm going to share something with you. It just happened. For decades, it felt like an eternity. It was as if everything has been in the way. Rukia and I had grown distant from each other. We drifted so far apart. We didn't just avoid eye contact, we avoid crossing each other's path completely. This is when they were training, this is when they wasn't actually in the Soul Society guards, it wasn't assigned their squad or anything, this is when they were just practicing. But the person that finally closed the distance between us and got us back, sorry, it's kind of sad, back to how we were was you. Ichigo looked shocked. That's why I made up my mind back then. If a time ever came that you were unable to push forward, then I would place you on my back and carry you the entire way if I had to, even in the light of all this shit. Ah, Renji. See, this is why Renji is one of my favorite characters, because he's completely badass. He has an awesome hairstyle. He always wears bandanas, and he does a scene like this where it's just like in the middle of all this fighting, he makes you want to cry. Okay, so now we have Renji again. From here on out, until you breathe your last breath, I'll always have your back. I kind of knew Renji was that type of person anyway. If I made myself clear, don't question the things I've said until the end, because for your sake and mine, I don't ever want to sound that soppy again. Ichigo smiles, turn to the next page, and a giant explosion. I'm guessing Juabak and Aizen just clashed. Let's hopefully to the next page and see the fight. Okay, so you have a footstep, it's Aizen, pretty much smoke clearing around him. I was certain that you were up above the Soul King's place, locked in fierce combat. Zoom in version of eyes, and then you see kind of building to the background, they kind of lean into one side, so I'm guessing they just got blown over a bit. For what I could gather, Kurosaki Ichigo give you far more trouble than you bargained for, even though Aizen kind of lost to him, but okay. Don't project your own anxieties onto me. You were the one who was handed a defeat by Kurosaki Ichigo. Oh, so that's what Juabak thought as well. At any rate, you have my eternal thanks for ridding me of the British Aizen saying thank you for getting me out of the things. Thanks to turn the next page. Now I have the means to stop you. He's like, you stand in my way for your sake, and the Soul Society. I don't think you would be the best. British. Okay, so this is pretty much Aizen saying thank you for freeing me. You know, I'm turning grateful, but I'm going to stop you because the Soul Society is mine to take over, no one else's. So if Aizen has the same power he did against Ichigo, I think he's going to get absolutely demolished, but by the seems of it, his power's just been growing and growing and growing. So hopefully now we're going to see quite a good fight, but we'll have to turn the next page and see. Okay, so he's turned the next page, and Renji and Ichigo are lunging at Juabak while they jumped in the air. Looks like going to swing at him, which is kind of making me sad because I don't think we'll get to see Aizen in a one-on-one fight with him. But Ichigo swings, Renji swings, they both miss, he disappears. He says, Ichigo, Renji, he's activating like the many eye things now by the looks of it. You arrive quickly. I have already seen it, that the two of you would come here, that you would restore your blade back whole again, only to have it off, he says, broken or shattered or something like that, only to have it turned into a giant koala. That would be amazing. Let's see, let's turn the page, only to have it shattered once again in your own hands. He doesn't say own, but still, in your hands. He doesn't shatter it. He says shatter once again, but it's like cracked. So he should really call him out on that. I had planned to destroy it completely just now, but it seems... let's see, what does it seem? You have some rather annoying persistence. I think there's a version wrong with this translation, because if all it took was persistence to not make your sword break, I don't think Pachi Saraki's sword would have ever broke, considering he would literally keep on fighting until his muscles were on the floor and he was just a skeleton. Anyway, looks like Juabak's going to launch an attack, and it says the face-off once again. This time this has come for the time has come for the decisive battle. So, but looks like this is going to be the actual last fight then, if what Kubo wrote in the last panel is true. So, Yeah, the looks of it, we're gonna have Duobok going against Aizen, Renji, and Ichigo, even though Ichigo's sword is cracked. So hopefully that's gonna get repaired, otherwise he just did all that. He's got his new Bonkai and everything just to have it shattered apparently twice, even though it's just like cracked and broke, but not really shattered. Anyways, a foreshadowing for his sword is actually going to shatter. If you like this, give it a like. I'm going to go to sleep now. Hope you enjoyed this. Everyone have a good day.